What NAOMI GONI said about Prophet Muhammad that triggered protest in BORNO. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Idoma Voice has obtained the post made by a Facebook user, NAOMI GONI, that angered Muslim faithful in BORNO State. NAOMI is currently in trouble after a Facebook post on the murder of DEBORAH'S, a Christian student who was killed for blasphemy in Sokoto. A lady with Facebook name Bibatulahai Abubakar has said the slain Deborah will never rest in peace since he has decided to abuse the most important person in the history of mankind. In a response, Deborah said if he is the true God, why can't he fight for himself? Stupid Muhammad and his followers. This angered many Muslim faithful who are currently calling for the head of the young lady. Idoma Voice reports that the protest has broken out in Sokoto over the comment. Well, let me tell you this. First of all, we have to be very careful. See, this is not the time that we are right or we are wrong. Right or wrong does not matter right now. See, right or wrong does not matter. You know when you are sitting on a time bomb and they are telling you this is right and you're telling them, look, you have to calm down. You don't have to move anyhow. You have to move cautiously because it can tick and anytime. It can explode anytime. Anytime. That is how Nigeria is. At this time, it is even insensitive to come and you want to start dragging. Sincerely, I understand where this lady spoke from. She spoke from a place of pain. She spoke from a place of frustration. She spoke from a place of this thing have been happening before. Had it been this was the first time this was happening, everybody is going to be surprised. But because things like this have happened before, the government has turned a blind eye and has turned a deaf ear to this particular situation. And even we can interpret from the government, from the body language of the government, that right now, like right now, they are not ready to do anything. I'm not even sure they have reached out to this woman and her family, that's the lady Deborah's family. I'm not sure that they have reached out to them. I'm not sure that they have reached out to them at all. So it is very, it is going to be insensitive of us if you come online and we are arguing Jesus Christ, Muhammad, what is blasphemy. This is a time where anything that is going to spike people, anything that is going to ignite that flame of anger, be it Christian or Muslim, you tread with caution. And now, I'm not in any way saying we should get scared though, because I am always one that says there is nobody that has a monopoly of violence. There is nobody that does not have the capacity to kill. If you want to kill somebody, is there no knife? Even if you don't have a gun, is there no object you can use to hit the person? It is choice. Our Muslim brothers, I am sorry to call them brothers now because some people said it is not. Some people come and tell you now that no, these people cannot be my brothers. But our Muslim brothers, they have always been making the wrong choices, which has left them, they have left them slave of their choices. They have been made slave of that choice. And now in the other way, the Christians, they have always been making the choice of forgiveness. Make we leave them. These people get problem. Let's leave them alone. That is how it has been. And so it is easier for Christians to overlook, to say, see, you know, it is normal. You have been doing something. They say something you do once, you do twice, you do 3 times. Let's say, for instance, the Muslim now, anybody that does this thing, they kill the person once without thinking. They have made a choice to kill. Another one does, they did it. Another one does, they did just like Deborah. They have been making these bad choices. And so they have been slaves that anytime something similar happens, it is already in them that this is what I'm going to do. Unlike you, you have made a choice. Unlike someone, you have made a choice. Let's say you have been a fighter. Anybody that looks for your trouble, you give the person overdose. You understand? You have always been making that decision. It is going to be difficult to break. Now, for someone who has been calm and mild, it will be difficult for that person to accept you have pushed that person to the wall. And that person retaliation is not going. That is why I keep saying this thing, nobody has a monopoly of violence. That these people are quiet today does not mean they are stupid. It does not mean that they cannot. I've always said that there is no one that the patience of a patient man, if it runs out, it is trouble. Yes, because he's going, all that one you have been doing to him, if he piles it up and gives you, you are not going to be able to withstand it. So this is not a time where we are going to come out and be saying this is right or wrong. I understand from where this lady made this comment from. You understand? I understand. I understand where she made it from. She was angered. She was bitter. She was saying it could be her. A whole lot of things was going through her head. Yes. And she made this comment. Yes. But please, this is not the time. I'm telling us to avoid problem. You understand me? After this period has passed and we survive this period and we survive election period and maybe Nigerians get better, we can go back to saying things like this. If you know that this is, you cannot do without it. But another thing I'm going to say, yes, you're Christian, you're Muslim. There are times where Muslims have abused, have also blasphemed. They have. Like during Easter, Sterling Bank, they made use of this, like just like agege bread, he rose, and they put agege bread there. You know, on Easter day, and they sent it out to the customer. And, you know, some people became heated up. Some even saying, you know what, they're going to withdraw their money. But on the second thoughts, on that particular news article, in that news, I said, that is not what Christians, in fact, this is not even the message of Easter. If you withdraw your money from Sterling Bank and say, oh, you want to give punishment, who are you? You said it's blaspheming. How dare he compare Jesus rising to agege bread? Yes, Jesus can fight for himself. In fact, I find it very insulting that you will want to even fight for your God. In those days, if you want to say you won't fight for God, before you will close your eye and open it, you will gonna. I'm telling you, not blaspheme you. Somebody did something and you're like, you want to, you want to fight for God. Who are you? Mere mortal, dust. You don't do that. That is why it is quite surprising that these people, they fight for their God, the same God they pray to help them. And the thing is, Muhammad is even a prophet, not even God. Now they're trying to say their prophet, he condones murder. That's what they're saying. So please, no matter how grieved we are, this lady should be very, very careful. In fact, if I were her, I'm going to relocate to somewhere safe, if possible, to the south where I'm going to stay hidden. She should lay low. So it's not the time to come out and drag issues with them, because these people have marked her home. They have marked her. She should be, in fact, if possible, outside Nigeria, go, you understand me, where she's going to be very safe. We should mind the comments we make this period. Not because we're scared, but because we want to help each other. On this note, we've come to the end of the news we see. Thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.